We're back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. So, Nicki Minaj is being called out because a lot of fans feel like in her recent interview, she threw shade at SZA and Cardi B. Let's take a listen.
The music scene as a whole, just a broad statement. Do you think the music scene is very demonically organized? Is there a lot of crazy stuff that happens in there? Can you kind of tell me a little bit about that?
You know, it definitely isn't making people want God more because it focuses on the worship of material things. And we all play a part in it. I've played a part in it, of course. It's not healthy over time. It's not healthy mentally and for the soul, you know, emotionally. I mean, look at all the young people right now that have to grow up in the Instagram era where everyone is, you know, editing and photoshopping and everyone thinks the other person looks like that in real life.
Yeah.
And these children, I can't imagine. I always think about this. I say these kids are so strong because I cannot imagine having to have dealt with this while I was growing up and, you know, while you're changing, you know, your body, your face, everything about you, and, you know, is changing. And then you have to constantly compare yourself to other people. And what does that do to the self-esteem of these young people?
Yeah.
That's what I care about. Like, I care about long-term, what is this doing to these young people?
Fans, unfortunately, are taking this as shade. They're saying that, you know, remember Nicki told SZA to go draw your freckles back on, you know, remember when they was going back and forth last year? And she's always called Cardi B ugly in records, talked about her botched surgeries is a known thing, unfortunately, for Cardi B. So a lot of people feel like she's alluding to Cardi B and SZA not looking the same in real life. Let me know how y'all feel about it. I think she was more of talking about how, you know, nowadays a lot of people, not just celebrities, use filters, or they're editing their pictures to look like a celebrity or look better than they actually do in person. I think that's also what she was referring to in comparing your lifestyle to a celebrity or influencer's lifestyle. I think that's what also she was referring to. In my opinion, though, if the shoe fit, you gotta wear it. So if Cardi B and SZA take it as shade, then, you know, it is what it is. I personally don't think SZA's gonna respond. No shade, I don't think she's gonna respond to anything Nicki Minaj says. Cardi B, I can see her responding once Partisan Fontaine writes her diss record, which they are actively working on because at the end of the day, she tried to make amends with Scratch Off several times. Several times. Scratch Off thinks she big and bad, so she's going to have to suffer the repercussions when Cardi B drop her diss track and start dissing her and coming after her like she did Bia and JT. But I think both Nicki and Scratch Off can take Cardi B in the booth, so it is what it is. Now, Megan Thee Stallion is not happy because she's having trouble getting male collaborations, allegedly, for Act 3, her new album that's supposed to be dropping. Now, if you guys remember, she posted a wish list. You know, she had Camel Face, she had Don Toliver, but she wants to work with more male rappers, and they are not really giving her the time of day. Now, if you guys remember, Future charged Megan, I think it was $250,000. So, you know, she might have to start coughing up a coin, but that would cost, you know. Imagine if she had to pay, you know, Don Toliver or Baby Keem, like, I wouldn't say 250 because that's what Future gets, but, you know, $100,000, that was a lot of money. Now, a lot of fans are saying that Rihanna is allegedly engaged. That's what the streets are saying. She's definitely not engaged. She's not secretly married either. I know people want to put that in the ear, even though she's been openly pregnant 3 times. It wouldn't make sense to be secretly married. And ASAP, the colorist, did admit when he was on trial for shooting ASAP Rally, he admitted that Rihanna's not necessarily his legal wife. They don't have any paperwork despite playing house. So that's null and void. I do see Rihanna and ASAP eventually tying the knot, though. But she's definitely not married now. And the thing is, Rihanna's a billionaire, so she has a lot more to lose if she does get married, because she would have to get a prenup, okay? Because she makes way more money than ASAP the colorist. That's a tough conversation to have, especially the way Rihanna be acting with ASAP. I'm sure she doesn't want to have a conversation with ASAP that, hey, I make more money than you. I love you, but I make more money than you. You need to sign this prenup. Nobody wants to have that conversation, okay? So I'm sure eventually it will happen, but it may not be soon, okay? But hopefully, if they do get engaged, they move out the country, because Champagne Thickum's going to go ballistic. His obsession with Rihanna is going to grow. Before we get into Tyla's Is It Love song that just recently dropped, a lot of fans feel like Tyla is being shelved by her label. She is under Epic Records currently. A lot of people noticed that her new album that is coming out July 24th, A-Pop, is not really being pushed or promoted, especially after her song She Did It Again has flopped. A fan said Tyla don't have a plan. She don't got a rollout. She's not promoting her singles. Zara, the feature artist, performed She Did It Again before her, and it's been none but singles that don't stick and moving on. Tigers brace for the first week sales. Another fan said, Tyla and this minimal ass promo, bitch. You not that to be fake mysterious yet, okay? So a lot of people are calling out the promotion for her album. And the truth is, Tyla definitely had a budget, especially after Chanel, okay? The label gave her a budget, but y'all let She Did It Again flop. And then the Future collaboration that was for the World Cup, that's also kind of flopping, So with that being said, if an artist puts out a single and it doesn't do well, then the label is not going to fully push it. They're only going to push it they feel like it's going to be successful, and it has to have organic success before they give the payola and, the playlisting and the marketing and the push. The only person or the only artists that are getting, a push from the get-go are like the big pop stars. Taylor, Ariana, Sabrina Carpenter, Billie Eilish. Those girls are going to get a push no matter what. Olivia Rodrigo. Tyla's not on their level yet, so she's not guaranteed that. In regards to the Is It Love song, I'm not crazy about that song. The snippet sounded fire, but the whole song is a chippity chop. So Tyla, unfortunately, you're gonna have to go back to the drawing board. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. You should have chose something else. And the music video kind of reminds me like of a mixture of Diamonds and the music video of What Now that Rihanna put out years ago. But I don't know. It's missing something. And I like Tyla. So this is really not shade, but this wasn't a single song. The snippet sounded decent, but I'm going to be honest with you. If I had to choose, and I'm not putting them against each other, but if I had to choose, I'm choosing Tornado over this. Okay, so Ira got 1, and Tyla got 2 with She Did It Again and Chanel, but this one was a chippity chop. So I'm going to need her to go back to the drawing board. I'm going to pretend like this didn't exist. I'm going to just ignore this single and pretend like it never exists. So we're not going to pay attention to the stats for this song. It don't count. So hopefully the next single will be a hit single for Tyla. We just got to hope and pray that the album don't flop too bad. Not worse than Lizzo's album. They couldn't even report the numbers for Lizzo because it flopped so fucking badly. We just hope that don't happen. Now, Chloe dropped her new EP with Timberland called Resurrection. Let me know if you guys had taken a listen to Resurrection. Here's the thing. You know, people always feel like I go hard on Chloe, but I feel like I'm saying the same thing, and every time I'm proven right. Every single time I'm proven right. Chloe has a hard time with songwriting. Like, it's hard. I don't know what is going on, but she don't have no hits on this EP. She has good songs, decent records. I wouldn't say the EP is trash. If anybody's saying that is trash, they're completely and utterly lying. But it's not like, oh my goodness, there's a lot of hits on this EP and it's undeniable. It's not giving that. Her voice is something about her voice that is more soulful. So when she try to do like trap R&B music, it don't hit because of the type of voice that she has. She has a very powerful voice. There are some songs there that I do think are really good. Like, Caught is a good song, and World on Fire. But ultimately, I don't feel like these are really mega hits. And I don't feel like Timberland can give her a hit. Not in this time. Maybe 20 years ago he probably could have, but not now. And like I said before, her voice is too soulful and powerful for the type of music that she's trying to make, because she thinks that it's going to go viral some way, shape, or form on TikTok, on social media, but it's just not giving what it's supposed to give. If I had to grade it, I would give it like maybe a 5 out of 10. Because like I said, it's not trash. It's just that there's nothing that I would really go back to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I don't know if I would go back to this EP. But, at least she's not giving up. And she's continuing to put out music. So there's that. Now, Beyonce is coming. A touring source claims that Beyonce's production team is gearing up for her next tour, the next chapter. She is rumored to be playing at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the Wembley Stadium, and the Cardiff Principality Stadium. So allegedly, Beyonce is coming with another world tour, okay? Coming to shake the table with Act 3, and it's called The Next Chapter. Let me know how y'all feel about it. I'm here for it. Hopefully we get some U.S. tour dates. I think that would definitely gag the live. And please, Beyonce, please, no matter how much he begs, keep Camel Face at home. We really don't want to see his ugly ass. We don't really need to see him because he already been outside. So, we don't really need to see him on the tour. I don't mind if he's behind the scenes. I don't want him performing. Okay, his big ass chapped lips all up in the fucking mic, dissing Nicki Minaj. We don't really want to see that. We don't want to hear it. We get it. He don't fuck with Nicki. He don't fuck with Drake. He don't fuck with Wayne. We don't want to hear any of his complaints. Okay? So as long as she keeps Camel Face and his chapped lips and his sympathy wig at home, then I'm here for it. Now, Apple announced the top 20 most streamed artists of all time. Champagne Thickums at number 1. We got Future at number 3. Youngboy at number 4. Bad Bunny at number 5. Lil Baby at number 6. The Weeknd at number 7. Morgan the Racist at number 8. Clownye at number 9. Post Malone at number 10. Then we got Travis Festival Killer at number 11. Ariana at number 12. C Breezy at number 13. Kendrick Lamar, the king of rap, at number 14. Lil Durk at number 15. Gunna at 16. Rod Wave at number 17. Ed Sheeran at number 18. Justin Bieber at number 19. And Eminem at number 20. Let me know how y'all feel about this list and who you guys are shocked that is in the top 20 and who is not in the top 20. My whole thing is, damn, a lot of women might not use Apple Music. Now, I know I don't. Because Ariana and Taylor are the only females on the list. Like, that's crazy. Now, also, we do have to discuss Tay Keith, who has sadly passed away, unfortunately. He is one of the hottest producers out. He's worked with Drake, Sicko Mode, all of Sexy Red's music. He also produced Family Matters by Drake and Push Ups, you know, when he dropped that during the beef. He's a certified hitmaker, but he did sadly pass away. It was reported by the Metro Nashville Police Department. The 29-year-old was found dead in his Martin Street apartment Thursday afternoon. They are saying no foul play is suspected, saying his body was discovered as officers perform a welfare check. Some are reporting natural causes as the reason for his death, but it also was reported that his cause of death, unfortunately, has not been determined just yet. But some people are saying that it was natural causes. Let me know how y'all feel about it. 29 is young, so it's an unfortunate situation. But let me know how y'all feel about it. I got some very hot tea on Oliver Tree, Nicki, Drake, Jay on Patreon. Link will be in the description. And I hope you guys have a great day.